Welcome back to FryMinis. I'm Eric, and today we're talking spell duels in our Strixhaven, a Curriculum of Chaos coverage. For more Strixhaven stuff, check out our super duper playlist. So I like PvP when it is an agreed upon, mutually interested activity. So much so that I created a supplement called Contest of Fun, and it's a way to have PvP battles where people don't necessarily die, and we've got all sorts of custom rules and power-ups and variant rules and lots of really cool stuff. If you're interested, check it out. It's on DM's Guild. It's completely free. It says it's pay what you want. It suggests 99-cent price. Put in 0. Totally cool. So I was really excited to see official rules here for spell duels. So here's a way to cast spells at each other in a competitive way, and there's like a little mini arena area with lots of cool stuff with it. And also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Dungeon Coach has some stuff about spell duels. So if you want even more spell duel ideas, go check out the Dungeon Coach. Okay, so if you've watched any of these videos so far, you know that I don't like to give away the story spoilers. So this will be presented without context. So how you get here, what it all means, all that I'm going to leave out. We're just going to talk about the mechanical side of these Strixhaven spell duels. In the book, these all happen in a certain area. Of course, I mean, you could expand it outside of that, but this is all really built on being in this area called the Fury Gale Repository. There's some other things that happen in this area, so we're not going to talk about the whole map here, but those lines in the middle with those X's, that's where you stand kind of point blank against each other and just whip spells back and forth, almost like a certain franchise. You know the one, Barry Botter. Okay, so among other things, this area has some special kind of environmental effects, and so I'm going to show you 2 of those. Magic protections. The repository is designed to break down magic without damaging creatures. The site's magic restores hit points to creatures within the structure, whether they're dueling or not. After taking damage in the repository, a creature still in the building is healed to full hit points after not taking damage for 1 minute. And also, wild magic. Once per turn, when a creature expends a spell slot to cast a spell of 1st level or higher, an additional effect might occur. That creature must roll a d10. On a roll of 1, they must then roll on the Wild Magic Surge table in the Sorcerer section of the Player's Handbook to determine which wild magic effect occurs. Okay, so if this wasn't built for the Dungeon Coach, I don't know. I mean, come on. This is all, just say this whole area is purple too, and you've got them covered. Okay, so now we know kind of the buffs for the area. So here are the actual spell dueling rules for this. Duels in the repository. Strixhaven students have the following rules for duels at the Fury Gale repository. Only 2 students duel at a time. Duelists must use magic to defeat their opponents. Weapon and magic items aren't allowed. A duelist can't receive aid from non-duelists. A duel is over when one duelist surrenders or is incapacitated. A duelist may not kill another duelist. Any duelist who breaks these rules loses the duel. If a duelist kills an opponent, the killer, if discovered, is expelled from the university and forced to pay for raised dead to be cast on the dead duelist. As already mentioned, creatures that take damage in the area are healed by Fury Gale's magic. Okay, so yeah, I'll admit these rules are definitely a little lighter than I would have liked. So, I mean, this is basically you stand there and you shoot each other with a spell and hope you don't get counterspelled before the other one gets counterspelled. I don't know. I really would have liked to see something more elaborate here, and that's kind of where I would send you over back to the Dungeon Coach, and that's why I brought him up earlier here, because he's got a very robust system for duels, and I think that could have been very valuable here. I would have liked to see anything, even if you move it away from actual spells and you do something involving like Arcana checks and kind of like who will spend the highest spell slot, who in like kind of like gambling with spell slots, and then I don't even know. But just something. I don't know. But I also like that you get healed and that there are kind of safety precautions there, so that way players might be more inclined to participate. I know a lot of times with PvP stuff, you know, I'm not going to risk my character to fight another character. And then so with the contest of fun, with my arena PvP tournament rules, it's just magic. You just don't die at the end. It's total like a hand wave situation. And so it's nice to see that here. But I also like that you can straight up kill somebody if you go off a little bit, and then you have to pay for raised dead, which I think that's very funny. And like, while I'm very happy to see the wild magic table inserted here, kind of out of nowhere, you're still only at a 10% chance to get it, right? And so realistically, how many rounds is this going to go? How many chances are you going to go? Like, I would be shocked if you end up casting more than 3 or 4 spells, so you probably won't have a roll, although you probably won't have a surge. It happens every time you cast a spell, period. I don't know. So this one I wanted to cover because I think the idea of spell duels is really great, and I'm happy to see it at least suggested here. But I am disappointed in this one. Okay, so this video is going up Monday, and the book comes out on Tuesday. So depending on when you're watching this, it might already be out, might be old news. But otherwise, let me know in the comments, what do you think of spell duels? Do you like the idea of soft PvP? And by that, I mean not like, oh, I'm just going to murder my fellow player or character, I guess. But like equally engaged kind of combat and fun. The actual part of the story involving why you're here, I think, is cool. And the lore on this specific area, I think, is cool. But I didn't want to cover those in kind of a story spoiler type of way. All right. I hope to see you over at discord.gg/FryMinis. Come hang out. Come subscribe, like, join us, hang out, party, chat, whatever. Thanks. Bye.